Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Missouri Tigers. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Finds his target down the middle. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Makes a connection. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to run, it's Young. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Keeps looking downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Missouri Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
It's a draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to throw, it's Horn. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Snagged in the middle. It's Young. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch.
That's a live ball. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And this running back is so dangerous. To close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the...
The ball scores free. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Mack. Coming after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Horn. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are and what's likely the final play of the half. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Mack. He's going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line in recent years.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Just beautiful. That's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a grab and go for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Okay, they'll line up to go for 2.
Here we go.
Trying to power it in. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Hamilton. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Mack. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too.
Going up top. And he goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Bringing it back, it's Hamilton. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mack. Tosses it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly do it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Back to throw, it's Horn. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Tigers in the hurry up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the shoot to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Takes the handoff. It's Young.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head.
Touchdown time! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal.
And now they've lost the ball down here. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
They'll scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To the air, it's Horn. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Gets it out quickly. Finding an escape route. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.